Well, here I am doing a tour of my craft room, so-called craft room. It's also a library and a sewing room. It's only a bedroom, a small bedroom, that's what it was originally, but I've turned it into my craft room. Okay, coming into the door, the first thing you see is a filing cabinet, which I'd really like to be somewhere else, but at the moment it can't be, so then I've got bookshelves. Jeez, the room's that damn small, I can't get far enough. Um, yeah, I'm a great reader. My books mostly aren't fiction. I've got cookbooks, I've got books about Australia, I've got books about other things, books about the taro. Then I've got cat books, books on various health issues, what have we got here? We have got embroidery, needlecraft, English language dictionaries and so on. Rows and rows of books about cross stitch, quilting, cooking, more cooking, and then behind these boxes there are books on cooking and books on calligraphy. So the boxes are various containers full of sewing projects and stuff like that. It's a mess. Yeah, so moving on past those, big mess, I've got my table which looks out the front window, which is really handy. I usually have the curtains drawn apart, so I can see who's coming up the driveway. I've got daylight. This faces the south, so it's fairly constant light during the day on a nice day. This is my table where I do all my colouring in and so on. The sewing machine's up there at the moment because I'm in the middle of doing a quilt. Underneath the table we've got boxes of fabric. Moving on into the corner. Oh dear, let's see. Okay, more built-in shelves. Up the top I've got stamp albums, only a few. I had a big collection of stamps but I sold them because I wasn't collecting them anymore. On the next shelf there's books about art or sketching and drawing and painting and so on. The next shelf I've got boxes with handmade cards and bookmarks and postcards that have been given me over the years, various craft bits and pieces, glues and so on, more craft implements, what are those books and folders on various art and craft. Down here's a big mess of boxes. I keep boxes, I shouldn't, I know it's stupid but I do. On the wall over there next to the books are various buttons and embellishments for quilting and sewing. And then we've got more bookshelves. I've got to add this wallpaper which is peeling off the wall. I know it's absolutely disgusting. The house is probably nearly 50 years old and this was a boy's bedroom. We bought the house when it was 6 years old. So the wallpaper's peeling off and there's no way we're going to move all those bookshelves to have it all taken off and fixed up. Every now and then I get up there and stick it with blue tack. Anyway, it is what it is. So yeah. Books up the top because I've run out of actual bookshelves. What are these books? Oh, yeah, books on various things, books on cats. What do we got here? Environmental sort of stuff. Colouring books, craft magazines. Actually, these shelves were originally built to hold all my craft magazines, but I had a big clean out because I had so many magazines I couldn't find anything that I wanted, so I ended up going through them all except these homespun handmade, which I really love because there's a lot of different projects in there, and tearing out the projects I wanted to do and putting them in these boxes. So they've got the quilts, let's see, table runners and so on. All these boxes have got the patterns for things I'd like to do one day. Yeah, well, we'll see. And then down the bottom, got more cross-stitch pattern books down the bottom of these under the craft patterns. I've got a box with my swap card collection, a couple of thousand swap cards. And in front of that bookshelf, because I can't get to it, is I really should have tidied this room up, but I thought, no, bugger it, I just want to get this over and done with. Is my desk it's a desk, yeah, and I've got, in the drawers, I've got my bank statements and books that I keep our financial records, and as you can see, rubbish on the top. Okay, moving across, I collect miniature owls. I've got a couple of holders of those. That thing on the wall has just got letters and stuff that I've accumulated over the... And again, I need to get rid of a lot of stuff. Down here, we've got boxes of craft stuff, rock painting, point paint, magazines, and then I've got boxes of pencils and marker pens and so on in there. More bookshelves. What have I got? Oh, that Elvis Presley Boulevard. That was a girlfriend bought that back from America for me when she visited Elvis's mansion at Graceland many years ago. That what do you call it? The globe of the world. It has to be about 50 years old, so I reckon they would have put a few changes by now. Cadillac is a toy that I bought when I was 15. I'll hang on to it. Yeah, more books, joke books, books on reincarnation, my childhood books, Winnie the Pooh, Heidi, Pollyanna, Little Women, Anne of Green Gables, and so on. Yeah, and then there's National Australian Geographic magazine. I haven't looked at them for years. I think I could probably get rid of those and put other books and magazines there. Yeah, more books. And then underneath, I've forgotten what's in there, to tell you the truth. Okay, so I've just picked the sewing machine cover up. And I've got a trolley, which has got fabrics in. Fabrics, I've got cut cottons and so on. And if I can move this out of the way without it tipping over, I keep my art supplies, my pencils and paints and paper and so on in this shelving unit, which was actually a hi-fi unit until my husband got a new one. And I grabbed this. Oh dear. Yeah, and then got more boxes of fabrics. And in that cupboard behind all these bits and pieces is more fabric. Yeah. And there's just pictures on the wall, just stuff I've liked. So, you've seen it. That's my craft room. I'm on the way out of here. It's such a mess. I know I've got to clean it up. But anyway, you've seen where I work now. Thanks for watching. Bye.